Hi, everyone. Welcome to my channel, English Journey Conversation. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoy it, please like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. Your support really helps me continue making helpful content for you. Hello, my amazing students. I am very excited to be with you today because I want to share something very important. I want you to listen carefully because what I am about to tell you can truly change your life if you pay attention and take it seriously. You might think learning English is hard. Maybe you believe it is impossible for you to speak English fluently. But let me tell you the truth. English is not as difficult as it seems. It is not impossible. You can learn to speak English fluently, and the amazing part is you can do it much faster than you might imagine. Take a moment right now and think about why you clicked on this video. Why are you here? Maybe you are feeling a little frustrated with your English journey. Maybe you have been studying English for months, even years, and yet you still feel stuck sometimes. You have memorized vocabulary lists. You have learned grammar rules. You have done many exercises, and you can read articles online. You can watch your favorite movies and understand most of what is being said. That is great. You are already learning. You have made progress. But still, there is one big problem: speaking English in real life. Have you ever been in a situation where someone asks you a simple question in English? Maybe a tourist is asking you for directions, a colleague asks a question during a meeting, or a friend talks to you online. And suddenly, your heart starts to beat faster. You feel a strange tightness in your stomach. Your mind, which was full of English words just a moment ago, now feels completely empty. You hesitate. You get stuck. You try to search for the right words, but they don't come. Sometimes you might not even try to speak at all. You just smile and nod because you are scared of making a mistake. You are afraid of feeling embarrassed, of being judged, or of sounding silly. If this sounds familiar, I want you to know one very important thing. You are not alone. Millions of English learners around the world feel the same way. And even more importantly, it is not your fault. It is not because you are not smart or because you cannot learn English. I know this feeling deeply because I have been there too. I have struggled with learning a new language. I know the frustration of having a brilliant thought in your mind but not being able to say it out loud. The words just won't come out right. I know the feeling of being lost when someone speaks quickly and all you hear is a blur of sounds. It is confusing, stressful, and sometimes it makes you feel like giving up. But today, right here, right now, I want to tell you that this struggle can end. You do not have to live with fear and hesitation when speaking English. You can overcome it. You can train your mind and your tongue to speak smoothly, without freezing, without panic, and without fear of mistakes. You can become confident in English. You can enjoy speaking and understanding English. And the journey to this confidence starts with simple steps, the right mindset, and consistent practice. So stay with me, because in this video, I will guide you on how to speak English naturally, without fear. I will show you how to build confidence, how to stop overthinking, and how to finally use all the vocabulary and grammar you already know in real life. This is not just about learning words. It is about using English as a tool to express yourself, to connect with people, and to open doors to new opportunities. By the end of this video, you will feel hope and motivation. You will realize that speaking English is not a dream far away. It is something you can achieve, step by step, day by day. And the best part? You can start today, right now. You are ready, and I am here to help you every step of the way. You don't have to feel stuck anymore. Because over the next 2 hours, I am not just going to give you tips about English. I am going to give you something much bigger. I am going to give you a system, a new way of thinking, a new way of learning, and a new way of living with English. I will show you how to make English easy, natural, and even fun. It will feel less like a subject to study and more like a skill you can use every day. But for this to work, I need something from you. I need you to make a promise to me. From this moment on, I want you to forget everything that made English feel scary or impossible. Forget the complicated grammar rules that confused you. Forget the pressure to speak perfectly. Forget the fear that made you hesitate or stop trying. Because here's the truth. The biggest reason people fail to speak English fluently is not because they don't know enough. It's not because they are not smart. The number one reason is fear. Fear of making mistakes. Fear of looking silly. Fear of being judged. But today, we are going to face that fear together, and we are going to overcome it. We're going to go on a journey that will change how you think about English forever. By the time we are done, English will no longer feel like a subject you study. It will become a part of who you are. It will feel natural. You will start using English without stress. So, are you ready? Let's begin this mindset revolution. Step 1, and this is by far the most important step, is to stop thinking that English is difficult. Before we learn a single word, before we even try a technique, we need to change our minds. We need to perform a revolution in the way we think. Your mind is powerful, more powerful than you realize. But it can also work against you if you let it. Think about it. If you constantly tell yourself things like, English is too hard for me, or I'll never be fluent, or I'm not good at languages, guess what happens? Your brain believes you. It listens. It creates mental blocks. Every time you try to speak or learn, your brain resists. It says, see? I told you this was too hard. Let's stop. And then you feel stuck again. But what if we flip the script? What if we change the way we speak to our own minds? Imagine telling yourself instead, English is easy. I am capable. I can speak English fluently. If you truly believe it, your brain will start searching for ways to prove that this is true. It will stop blocking you and start helping you. Your brain will become your ally instead of your enemy. It will absorb information faster, remember words more easily, and help you put sentences together naturally. This is not just about learning vocabulary or grammar. This is about training your mind to see English as simple, useful, and achievable. When your mindset changes, everything else becomes easier. The fear disappears, hesitation disappears, and speaking English becomes something you can enjoy. You will start seeing mistakes not as failures, but as steps forward. You will stop overthinking and start using the English you already know. And this is just the beginning. Once your mind believes English is easy, your progress will feel effortless. You will be amazed at how quickly you improve, how confident you feel, and how natural English will start to sound in your life. Your brain will start absorbing information more easily. It will make connections faster. Imagine a baby learning to walk. Does the baby read a book about physics or balance?
No.
Does the baby worry about falling or feel embarrassed when it falls?
No.
The baby simply tries. It falls. It might cry for a moment, but then it gets up and tries again. And again. And again. The baby falls hundreds, maybe even thousands of times. But in its mind, there is no question. Walking is not a possibility, it is a certainty. It is inevitable. And after some time, without even thinking about it, the baby starts walking. Later, the baby runs. All of this happens naturally, without fear, without overthinking, and without stopping to wonder if it is ready. Learning English works in almost the same way. Mistakes are not failures. Mistakes are the path to success. They are proof that you are trying. If you are not making mistakes, that means you are staying in your comfort zone. You are not learning. You are holding yourself back. So, right now, I want you to do something important. I want you to say these words out loud with me. Even if you feel a little silly, just try it. Ready? Say it. English is easy. Say it again. I can speak English. And one more time. I am learning and improving every day. These are not just empty words. They are powerful commands you are giving to your brain. This is called positive affirmation. The more you say them, the more you write them down, the more your brain begins to believe them. Your brain does not know the difference between what is imagined and what is practiced. If you tell it that you can do something, it starts looking for ways to make that statement true. Over time, these affirmations will rewire your mind. They will help you feel confident when speaking English. From this day forward, I want you to remove certain negative phrases from your vocabulary. Never again say, "My English is bad." Instead, say, "I am a work in progress and I am improving." Never say, "I can't speak English." Instead, say, "I am learning to speak English more confidently every day." Never say, "I'm sorry for my bad English." Instead, just speak. Your effort is beautiful. Every attempt you make brings you closer to fluency. This small change in the way you talk to yourself, your internal dialogue, can make a colossal difference in your learning journey. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, "This sounds nice, but I've tried before. I failed my English exam in school. I had so many bad experiences. I studied hard, but nothing worked." And I want you to know, I understand you. I understand how frustrating it feels to put in effort and not see results. But here's the key difference. Failure in school or in the past does not define your future. You are starting fresh today. Today, you are giving yourself permission to try without fear. Today, mistakes are welcome because they are the stepping stones to success. Just like the baby learning to walk, you will fall. You will stumble. Sometimes it will be hard. But if you keep getting up, if you keep practicing, if you keep speaking, you will walk. You will run. You will speak English naturally and confidently. And the most important thing is, you will enjoy the journey. Learning English does not have to be scary, difficult, or stressful. It can be exciting, empowering, and full of growth. I know many of you might be thinking, "I've tried before, but it didn't work. I had a bad teacher. I had an experience where someone laughed at my accent." Maybe you've faced criticism, embarrassment, or failure in the past. I want you to know something very important. Those experiences are like heavy bags you are carrying on your back. They slow you down. They make your journey feel harder than it really is. But today, we're going to put those bags down. Here's what I want you to do. Take a piece of paper and a pen. Pause the video if you need to. On that paper, I want you to write down every negative experience you've ever had with English. Write down every fear, every embarrassing moment, every time you felt like you failed. Don't hold anything back. Write it all down. Get it out of your system. Pour everything onto that paper. This is your way of letting go of the past. Have you done it? Excellent. Now look at that paper. See it clearly. This is the past. These are experiences that taught you something, yes, but they are not you. They are not your future. I want you to say to that paper, "Thank you for the lessons, but I no longer need you." And now, tear it into tiny pieces. If it is safe, you can even take it outside and burn it. Watch as it turns to ash. Imagine all that fear, all that embarrassment, all those failures turning into dust and blowing away with the wind. You are starting fresh. Today is day one of your new English journey. Your past does not define your future. Your potential is limitless. Your new mindset is your new superpower. The next step in our mindset revolution is to know why you are learning English. Saying, "I want to be fluent" is a nice dream, but it is not a real goal. A goal must be specific. A goal must be measurable. Goals give you direction and help you track progress. So let's set some powerful, real goals together. Instead of saying, "I want to be fluent," try these. In 30 days, I will be able to have a 5-minute conversation with myself in the mirror about my day, without stopping. In 3 months, I will watch an entire episode of the TV show Friends with English subtitles and understand 80% of the dialogue. In 6 months, I will join a conversation club and speak for at least 15 minutes, even if I make mistakes. In 1 year, I will be able to confidently give a 5-minute presentation at work in English. Do you see the difference? These are real, tangible targets. They are not vague dreams. They are measurable steps you can achieve. Each small goal you reach builds your confidence and proves to yourself that learning English is possible. Each goal gives you momentum. Each goal takes you closer to fluency. And remember, the most important part is consistency. Small, steady actions every day are what create big results over time. When you combine a fresh mindset, letting go of past fears, and setting specific goals, you create a powerful foundation for success. You stop being stuck. You stop being afraid. You stop doubting yourself. Instead, you move forward with clarity, confidence, and energy. You are no longer someone who just dreams of speaking English. You are someone taking real steps every day to make it happen. And that is a game changer. Setting goals gives you a clear destination. It shows you where you are going and what you are aiming for. Now, I want you to take a moment and write down 1 to 3 specific goals for your English journey. These should be goals that you can actually measure and track. For example, it could be, I want to hold a 5-minute conversation in English in 30 days, or I want to understand 80% of a TV show in 3 months. Once you've written your goals, put them somewhere you will see them every single day, on your mirror, on your desk, or even as your phone's wallpaper. Seeing these goals daily will remind your brain of your purpose and keep you motivated. This is your new reality. English is easy. You are capable. You have a clear destination. This is the foundation. From here, everything else we do will build on this mindset and direction. The next step is what I call total immersion, creating your very own English bubble. Now that you have revolutionized your mindset, you are ready to become a confident and capable English learner. But here's the truth. Many people think they need to spend thousands of dollars to move to an English-speaking country to become fluent. That is not true. I know people who have lived in the US or the UK for 10 years and still can't speak English well.
Why?
Because they live in a bubble of their own language. They work with people from their own country. They watch TV in their native language. They speak their language at home. Living in an English-speaking country alone is not enough. On the other hand, I know people who have become incredibly fluent without ever leaving their hometown.
How?
They created an English bubble. They immerse themselves in English. This is your mission. Bring so much English into your daily life that you can't escape it. English should not be something you practice for just an hour a day and then forget. It should be like the background music of your life. You should hear it, think in it, and speak it every single day. You might be thinking, but how do I do that? I live in a non-English speaking country. Don't worry. I will guide you step by step. The first and most powerful tool you already have is the device you are probably holding in your hand right now, your smartphone. Your phone is your most powerful immersion tool. Start by changing your phone's language to English. This is non-negotiable. Every time you pick up your phone, you will see English. Every menu, every setting, every notification will give your brain small doses of practice all day long. This simple step alone will start training your mind to think in English naturally. From here, we will build your English bubble piece by piece. We will surround you with English in ways you can enjoy and use every day. We will make English part of your life, not just a subject to study. And once you start this process, you will notice something amazing. Your confidence will grow, your vocabulary will expand, and speaking English will begin to feel normal, natural, and even fun. Now that you are ready to immerse yourself in English, let's start with something simple but extremely powerful: your phone. Go into your settings and change your system language to English. Yes, it might feel a little strange at first. You might struggle to find things at the beginning. Your brain will resist. That's okay. It's part of the process. Think about it. Every single time you unlock your phone, you will see English words like slide to unlock, new message, or settings and clock. Every notification, every button, every menu is a small lesson for your brain. You will start learning hundreds of common English words effortlessly and passively just by using your phone every day. Next, do the same with your apps. Change the language on your social media apps: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, everything. Your feed will begin showing you more content in English. Then, start following English-speaking creators who make content you love. Don't just follow English teachers. Follow your passions, but in English. Do you like cooking? Follow a chef from the US. Do you love video games? Follow a streamer from the UK. Do you enjoy makeup or fashion? Follow a beauty guru from Australia. By doing this, learning English becomes fun, natural, and interesting, not boring or forced. Your ears are a direct pathway to your brain. The more English sounds they hear, the faster your brain will absorb the language. Podcasts are an excellent tool for this. You can listen to them while driving, cooking, cleaning, or exercising. For beginners and intermediate learners, start with podcasts designed specifically for learners, such as Learn English with the British Council, 6-Minute English from the BBC, or Espresso English. These podcasts speak slowly and clearly, so your brain can follow along. Once you feel comfortable, move on to podcasts about topics you enjoy. For storytelling, try This American Life. For news, listen to The Daily. For business stories, How I Built This is excellent. At first, don't stress about understanding every word. Just listen. Pay attention to the rhythm, intonation, and music of the language. Your brain absorbs much more than you realize, even when you are not actively studying. Music is another powerful tool. Create a playlist of songs in English that you enjoy. Find the lyrics online. Read them, understand them, and then sing along. Singing is not just fun. It is one of the best ways to practice pronunciation, rhythm, and intonation. Your mouth learns to move naturally with the words, and your brain starts remembering sentence patterns without you even noticing. English will begin to feel natural, like a part of your life, not something separate you have to study. The key to immersion is consistency and enjoyment. Fill your day with English in ways that make sense to you. Use your phone, your social media, your favorite podcasts, and your music. Let English surround you. Let it become part of your world. Do this every day and slowly, without pressure. Your mind will start thinking in English. Your ears will recognize words automatically, and your speaking will begin to flow more naturally. You are creating an English bubble for yourself, and inside that bubble, fluency becomes possible. Singing along to English songs is a great way to practice pronunciation, rhythm, and intonation without pressure. It also helps you connect words with emotion, making the language feel alive and personal. Another excellent tool is audiobooks. If reading feels difficult, listening to a story can help your brain absorb English naturally. You can start with children's books, like Harry Potter or The Chronicles of Narnia. The language is simpler, and the stories are engaging. Many library apps like Libby or services like Audible have huge selections of audiobooks for all levels. Listening regularly helps your ears become familiar with the sounds of English, your brain start thinking in English, and your pronunciation improve without forcing it. Watching movies and TV shows is another highly effective and enjoyable way to learn English, but you have to do it strategically. I call this method the subtitles ladder, and it works step by step. Step 1. Beginner. Watch with subtitles in your native language. At this stage, the goal is to get comfortable with hearing English while understanding what it means. You will begin connecting the English sounds you hear with the meanings you already know. Do this for a few weeks until it feels easy. Step 2. Intermediate. Watch with English subtitles. This is the golden step. Now you are connecting what you hear with what you read. You will notice how words are spelled, how they are pronounced, and how sentences are formed. If you come across a word you don't know, pause and look it up. This step is where real improvement happens. Step 3. Advanced. Watch with no subtitles. This is the final challenge. Now your brain relies solely on your ears. At first, it will feel difficult. You may not understand everything, and that's okay. This is exactly how your listening skills reach a level of true fluency. What should you watch? Start with something you already know in your native language. If you love The Lion King, watch it in English. You already know the story, so you can focus entirely on the language. Sitcoms like Friends or The Office are also excellent because the conversations are about everyday life. This trains you to understand English as it is really spoken, not just the textbook version. Reading in English every day is also essential. For beginners, don't start with Shakespeare. Start with graded readers, books that are simplified for learners at different levels. Children's books and comics are also excellent starting points. They use simpler language, but still tell engaging stories. For intermediate and advanced learners, read about topics that interest you. Read blogs, articles, or news websites like BBC News, CNN, or The Guardian. Reading about subjects you enjoy keeps your motivation high, and it helps you naturally acquire the vocabulary you need for your life and interests. The key to success in learning English is consistency and variety. Listening, watching, reading, and singing. If you do all of these every day, you will absorb English naturally. Your brain will start recognizing patterns, linking sounds to meaning, and building fluency without forcing it. You will start thinking in English, understanding more than you thought possible, and speaking with confidence. By combining audio, video, and reading, you create a complete immersion environment, just like living in an English-speaking country, but from the comfort of your own home. Learning English becomes part of your daily life, not just something you study for an hour. Now that you are reading and listening regularly, let's bring English out of your screen and into your room. One of the simplest but most powerful methods is to label everything around you. Yes, it sounds simple, but it works incredibly well. Grab some sticky notes. Write the English names of objects in your house and stick them on. Put a note that says door on your door, mirror on your mirror, refrigerator on your fridge, light switch on your switch. But don't stop there. Make it active. Every time you see a label, say the word out loud. Then make a simple sentence. Touch the door and say, "This is a door. The door is closed. I am opening the door." Touch the mirror and say, "This is a mirror. I can see myself in the mirror." This simple exercise connects three things in your brain: the physical object, the written word, and the spoken word. By doing this, your brain begins forming strong connections, and you are learning naturally, without forcing it. By combining all the techniques we've discussed, listening to podcasts, watching TV shows, reading articles, labeling your room, and speaking out loud, you have now created a 360-degree English bubble. You are hearing, seeing, reading, and speaking English every day. Your brain has no choice but to adapt. Slowly, naturally, it will start thinking in English. This is the most natural and effective way to learn. You are no longer just studying a subject. You are living it. Now, let's face the big, scary monster that has haunted English learners for decades: grammar. For many of you, the word grammar brings back memories of boring school lessons, endless charts, confusing rules, and exceptions to exceptions. Present perfect continuous, past participle, subjunctive mood. It's enough to make anyone give up. But here's the truth. Grammar will not make you fluent if it stops you from speaking. Here's what I want you to do. Put your giant, heavy grammar textbook away.
Seriously.
For now, forget about studying grammar rules. This might sound controversial, but it is the key to unlocking your ability to speak. If you focus too much on grammar before speaking, your brain will overthink everything. Here's what usually happens. You have an idea in your mind. You try to translate it word by word from your native language. You stop. You ask yourself, which tense should I use? Present perfect or past simple? Do I need an article here? Should it be a or the? Your brain freezes, your confidence drops, and your speech slows down. Instead, I want you to speak first, think less, and improve later. Fluency comes from practice, not perfection. Mistakes are part of the learning process. Your brain will correct itself over time. The more you speak, the more you notice patterns. The more patterns you notice, the easier grammar becomes, without ever forcing it. By putting grammar aside for now and focusing on communication, you train your brain to use English naturally. You speak more freely, build confidence, and gradually, grammar rules start to make sense automatically. The secret is simple. Use English to communicate, not to study rules. Speak about your day, describe objects around you, tell a story, ask questions, even if it's just yourself in the mirror. Every word you speak strengthens your brain's ability to think in English. Grammar will follow. Confidence comes first, accuracy comes second, and fluency grows naturally. When you focus too much on grammar rules while speaking, your brain gets stuck. You think about the preposition, should it be in, at, or on. By the time you figure it out, the conversation has already moved on. You feel stressed, anxious, and maybe even silly. This is not how native speakers talk. When I speak English, I'm not thinking about subject-verb agreement, verb tenses, or articles. The words just flow naturally.
Why?
Because I learned through patterns, context, and examples, not through memorizing rules. Think about how children learn their first language. Does a mother sit her 3-year-old down and say, "Today we are learning the present continuous tense"? It is formed with the subject plus the auxiliary verb, to be, plus the present participle of the main verb? Of course not. Children learn by listening and copying. A mother points at a dog and says, "The dog is running." The child listens. The next day, the father says, "Your sister is playing." The child listens again. They watch a cartoon where a character says, "I am eating." The child listens and repeats. Through massive amounts of listening and input, the child's brain naturally figures out patterns. The be plus verb ing structure starts to mean something is happening in the moment. They learn the feeling and context of the grammar, not the rule. This is exactly how you should learn English. Forget the heavy textbooks and complicated charts. Learn grammar like a child. This is what I call the anti-grammar method. You don't need to know 100% of English grammar to speak fluently. In fact, you only need about 20% of the rules to handle 80% of everyday conversations. Instead of memorizing complicated grammar rules, focus on phrases and sentence patterns. We call these chunks. Chunks are small pieces of language that you can use immediately. Let's try some. Start with, I am underscore. Say it with me. I am eating. I am drinking. I am learning. I am working. Now another one. She is underscore. She is reading. She is cooking. She is sleeping. And one more. They are underscore. They are playing. They are talking. They are laughing. By practicing these chunks, you are learning patterns that are immediately useful. You don't have to think about tense rules or prepositions. Your brain starts recognizing these patterns automatically. After repeating them enough times, your mouth and brain work together, and you can form sentences instantly, just like a native speaker. This is the key to fluency. Stop translating in your head. Stop overthinking grammar. Focus on listening, repeating, and using sentence chunks in context. As you practice more, you'll naturally start creating your own sentences. Grammar will stop being a monster and become something you feel, not something you memorize. This is how real fluency is built. You've just practiced the present continuous tense without ever thinking about the rules. You learned it naturally through patterns and repetition, not by memorizing grammar charts. Now, let's do the same for the past tense. Instead of studying complicated rules, just focus on patterns that you can use immediately. For example, use the word yesterday. Yesterday, I went to the park. Yesterday, I ate pizza. Yesterday, I saw a movie. See how simple it is. You are learning the structure of the sentence, not the rule itself. Another powerful method is sentence imitation. When you hear a sentence that is useful, write it down and repeat it. For example, if you hear someone say, "I need to go to the store," write it down. Then say it 5 times out loud. After that, change it slightly to make a new sentence. I need to go to work. I need to call my mom. I need to finish my homework. By doing this, you're building a library of useful, correct sentence chunks in your brain. Later, when you need to speak, you won't have to construct sentences word by word. You will simply pull a complete, correct chunk from your mental library. This is how speaking fluently works. You speak first and correct yourself naturally later. Focus on communication, not perfection. Your grammar will improve over time, just like a child's, through repeated exposure and use. Notice that many past tense words are irregular. Do you need to memorize a list of 200 irregular verbs? Absolutely not. You only need to hear and use them in sentences repeatedly. Your brain will automatically remember the patterns. When you are listening to your podcasts, watching TV shows, or reading, pay attention to these sentence chunks. When you hear something useful, don't just understand it. Pause the video, write it down, say it aloud 5 times, and try changing one word to make a new sentence. Over time, these chunks become second nature. Now it's time for the most important step, activation. You can have the best car in the world, but if you never turn the key and drive it, it's just a piece of metal. Your English knowledge works the same way. You have to use it, practice it, and speak it. Many people struggle with speaking because they only study, but never activate their knowledge. Reading, listening, and watching are all important, but nothing replaces actually speaking. Your brain learns language by doing, not by knowing. Start speaking from morning to night, even if it's just to yourself in the mirror. Describe what you are doing, tell a story, or repeat the sentence chunks you learned. Speak in small steps. The more you activate your English, the faster you will notice improvement. Your vocabulary will expand, your confidence will grow, and your sentences will start flowing naturally. This is the moment where knowledge turns into skill, and skill turns into fluency. By combining all the steps we've practiced, mindset, immersion, listening, reading, labeling your environment, and learning sentence chunks, you are building a complete English learning system. You are no longer learning passively. You are living in English every day, and every day your fluency grows. Many people struggle with speaking English because they don't know what to say or how to start. They wait for the perfect moment or the perfect conversation partner. Here's a revolutionary idea. You already have the perfect speaking partner, available 24/7, who will never judge you and is always ready to practice. That person is you. We're going to activate your English by making it part of your daily life. Every single action, from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, can become a speaking practice session. Think about your daily routine. You wake up, brush your teeth, make coffee, talk to your family, go to work, shop, meet friends, and relax at night. Each of these moments is your personal, customized English curriculum. Let's walk through a full day together. I'll give you scripts and examples. You just have to say them out loud. When your alarm goes off, don't just hit snooze. Your English practice starts immediately. As soon as you open your eyes, say aloud, "Good morning, world. I feel fresh today." I feel a little tired today. I had a nice sleep. I didn't sleep well. Okay, time to get up. Let's start the day. As you walk to the bathroom, narrate your actions. I am walking to the bathroom. I need to brush my teeth. In the bathroom, continue describing everything. Here I am in front of the mirror. I am picking up my toothbrush. I am putting toothpaste on it. Now I am brushing my teeth up and down, left and right. Okay, finished. Now I am washing my face with cold water. Ah, that feels good. In the kitchen, narrate your breakfast preparation. I am feeling hungry. What should I make for breakfast? I think I will make some eggs. I am getting the eggs from the refrigerator. I am cracking the eggs into the pan. This smells so good. I am making a cup of tea. I love the smell of tea in the morning. Does this feel strange or funny at first? Good. That means you're doing something new, creating fresh pathways in your brain. Your brain is learning to associate words with actions, and this is one of the most powerful ways to internalize English naturally. You can continue this throughout your day. On the way to work, I am walking to the bus stop. The bus is coming. I am holding my bag. I am listening to a podcast. Today's weather is sunny. I feel happy. While shopping, I need to buy milk. I see some apples. These look fresh. I am paying at the counter. Thank you. Have a nice day. Even when relaxing at home, narrate your actions. I am reading a book. I am making a cup of tea. I am listening to music. I am practicing English every day, and I am improving. By narrating your daily life, you force your brain to think in English, strengthen your speaking muscles, and build confidence. You don't need anyone else to practice with. Your brain and your voice are enough. Over time, your mind will stop translating from your native language. English will start to feel natural, and you'll notice yourself speaking fluently, without hesitation. This is the secret of real activation. Use your English in real life, every day, in every moment. The more you practice, the faster your brain adapts, and the faster you become confident and fluent. Your day becomes a full English immersion, and the skills you gain are permanent. Talking to yourself is one of the most effective ways to practice English. When you speak alone, there's no fear, no pressure, and no one to judge you. This is your safe space to experiment, make mistakes, and get better. The more you practice, the more confident and automatic speaking English becomes. Now, let's practice some simple real-life conversation scripts. These scripts are designed to help you internalize natural English phrases and prepare for everyday situations. You can memorize them or, even better, play both roles and speak out loud. Repeating these will build your fluency and your confidence. Conversation 1. Morning with a family member. You. Good morning, Mom. Mom, imagine her response. Good morning, dear. How did you sleep? You. I slept well, thanks. What are you making for breakfast, Mom? Mom, I'm making omelets and toast. Do you want some coffee? You. Yes, please. I'd love a cup of coffee. Mom. Okay, here you go. You. Thank you. It smells really nice. See how simple and natural this conversation is? By practicing it daily, you'll automatically know what to say in similar situations. Conversation 2. At a shop, imagine you're at a small market buying fruit. You. Excuse me. Do you have fresh apples? Shopkeeper, imagine yes, here they are. They're very sweet. You. Great. How much is 1 kilo? Shopkeeper. It's $3 per kilo. You. Okay, I'll take 1 kilo, please. Shopkeeper. Anything else? You. No, that's all for today. Thank you. Shopkeeper. That'll be $3. You. Here you go. Thank you. Have a nice day. You can even add, you too. This script is extremely practical. By rehearsing it multiple times, when you are at a real shop, you won't freeze or feel nervous. You'll already have the words ready. Conversation 3. Meeting a friend. Imagine, hey, how are you doing? You. Hey, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you? Friend. I'm pretty good. Just busy with work. What are you up to? You. Nothing much. Just running some errands. Do you want to grab a coffee sometime this week? Friend. Yeah, that sounds great. I'm free on Thursday afternoon. You. Perfect. Let's do it. I'll text you. Friend. Awesome. Talk to you later. This conversation is common and realistic. By practicing these everyday dialogues, you're preparing your mind and mouth to respond naturally in the real world. You're also practicing listening, thinking, and speaking at the same time, which is how fluency develops. Remember, the key to mastering English is repetition and immersion. Speak these dialogues every day, even if you feel silly. Use your mirror, your room, or your kitchen as your practice space. The goal is to turn English into a natural habit, not just a subject you study. By doing this, you are training yourself for real conversations. You are learning the rhythm, tone, and flow of everyday English. Mistakes are okay. They are part of the learning process. The more you speak, the easier it becomes. Soon, you will notice that your confidence is growing, your sentences are smoother, and English is no longer scary or intimidating. This is how you turn practice into progress, by speaking daily, by using these simple scripts, and by making English a natural part of your life. One of the most powerful techniques to improve your fluency, pronunciation, and confidence is called shadowing. Shadowing is simple, but extremely effective. Here's how it works. You listen to a native speaker and repeat everything they say immediately, just a tiny moment after them. You become their shadow. Here's a step-by-step method. Choose a short audio clip. 1 or 2 minutes is perfect. It can be from a podcast, a YouTube video, or an audiobook. Make sure the speaker is clear and natural. Listen once to get the general meaning. Don't worry about understanding every word yet. Just feel the rhythm and flow. Play it again, and this time, as soon as the speaker starts talking, repeat what they say. Don't wait until they finish the sentence. Try to copy every word, the pronunciation, the rhythm, the speed, and even the intonation, the ups and downs of their voice. Don't worry if it's hard at first. You will stumble, miss words, or speak too slowly. That's completely normal.
Keep going.
The more you do it, the easier it becomes. Practice the same clip every day for a week. You will be amazed at how much your fluency and pronunciation improve. Shadowing is powerful because it trains your mouth, ears, and brain together. Your brain stops translating in your head. Instead, it learns the natural sounds, rhythm, and flow of English, just like a child learning their first language. At this point, your daily practice engine is running. You are speaking to yourself, practicing real-life scripts, and shadowing native speakers. You are no longer a passive learner. You are now an active English speaker, and that makes all the difference. We've now reached the final module of your journey, building unshakable confidence. Many people know a lot of English, but they hesitate to speak. They fear making mistakes. They worry their pronunciation isn't clear, or they feel nervous speaking to others. Here's the vital truth. Confidence does not come from perfection. You don't need perfect grammar, perfect vocabulary, or perfect pronunciation to speak confidently. Confidence comes from action, from speaking, from putting yourself out there every day, even if you make mistakes. Mistakes are proof that you are learning. Every time you stumble over a word, every time you mispronounce something, your brain is growing, adapting, and learning. The more you speak, the stronger your confidence becomes, and the more fluent you will sound naturally. Even if your English is not perfect right now, you can speak with 100% confidence. You have the mindset, the immersion, the grammar approach, the scripts, and the daily practice. Now it's time to trust yourself, trust the process, and speak every day. Remember, confidence is a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it grows. Speak to yourself, speak to your friends, order in a shop, talk to strangers online. Every word you speak is building your skill and your courage. Soon, speaking English will feel natural, effortless, and exciting, not stressful or scary. By combining shadowing, daily scripts, immersion, grammar patterns, and fearless speaking, you have now built a complete system for learning English naturally and confidently. From today forward, you are not just learning English, you are living it. Speaking English with confidence is not about perfection. It's about trusting yourself and being willing to communicate. Today, we'll focus on improving your pronunciation, clarity, and natural speaking so people can understand you easily. First, let's be clear. You do not need a perfect American or British accent. Your accent is part of who you are, and it's beautiful. The goal is clarity, not erasing your identity. When people listen to you, they should understand your words without effort, and that is what true pronunciation is all about. Here are 3 practical steps to improve your pronunciation. 1. Focus on one sound at a time. Just like we practice shadowing for fluency, you can do the same for difficult sounds. Many learners struggle with sounds like th and think or that, the r sound, or the difference between L and R. Find a short video on YouTube that teaches that specific sound. Watch carefully how the speaker moves their lips, tongue, and mouth. Practice in front of a mirror to see your own mouth. Make a list of words with that sound and say them slowly. Think, this, that, those. Focus on mastering just one sound per week. Small, consistent practice leads to big improvements over time. 2. Speak slowly and clearly. Many learners believe speaking fast makes them sound fluent. Actually, speaking too fast often makes your words unclear. True fluency is about speaking smoothly and clearly, not quickly. Take a deep breath before speaking. Consciously slow down your pace. Pronounce each word carefully. Give each sound the space it needs. Speaking slowly gives your brain time to find the right words and your mouth time to form the sounds correctly. Ironically, slower speech often sounds more confident and intelligent. 3. Record your voice. This is a secret weapon. You can't fix what you can't hear. Choose a short paragraph from a book, article, or story, and record yourself reading it aloud. Then listen carefully. Notice the words you mispronounce or stumble over. Compare your recording to a native speaker reading the same text. Repeat the paragraph until your pronunciation becomes smoother and clearer. Listening to yourself may feel strange at first, but it is the fastest way to notice mistakes, adjust, and improve. Over time, your voice will sound natural, clear, and confident. Remember, pronunciation is not about perfection. It's about clarity, consistency, and confidence. By focusing on one sound at a time, speaking slowly, and recording yourself, you're training your brain and mouth to produce English naturally. Every time you practice like this, you strengthen your English muscles. You are no longer just learning English, you are speaking it, shaping it, and owning it. Keep practicing every day, and soon, your English will sound smooth, confident, and effortless. Even if your pronunciation is already good, fear can still hold you back from speaking English confidently. The key is to embrace mistakes. Remember, mistakes are your teachers. Every time you make one, don't think, "Oh no, I'm so bad." Instead, think, interesting. That's a learning opportunity. If someone corrects you, don't feel embarrassed. Be grateful. They just gave you a free lesson to improve. This mindset shift is powerful. It changes fear into progress. Use the 3-second rule when speaking. Many learners hesitate because they are looking for the perfect sentence. The longer you wait, the more nervous you become. So here's the trick. Give yourself 3 seconds, then say something, anything. For example, if a friend asks, "What did you do this weekend?" and your brain starts panicking, stop overthinking. Count 3-2-1 and speak. You could say, "I watched a movie." It doesn't have to be perfect or long. The first word is always the hardest. Once you start, the rest flows naturally. Master conversation, repair phrases. Even native speakers get stuck, sometimes. Confident English speakers have tools to handle these moments. Memorize a few simple phrases that help you buy time or clarify meaning. What's the word I'm looking for? It's a thing you use for. How do you say, "Sorry, could you say that again, please?" "I'm sorry, I didn't catch that." What does word mean? That's a good question. Let me think. Interesting point. Well, in my opinion, using these phrases does not make you look weak. It shows that you are confident, willing to communicate, and able to handle real conversations, even when you stumble. Practice self-correction with recordings. Pick a paragraph from a book, article, or podcast and record yourself reading it aloud. Then listen to a native speaker reading the same paragraph. Finally, listen to your recording and compare. Is the rhythm off? Did you mispronounce a vowel or a consonant? Does your intonation match, especially in questions or exclamations? This process trains your ear, mouth, and brain to work together naturally. Each time you notice a difference and correct it, your English improves, step by step. Finally, Remember that confidence comes from action, not perfection. Speak every day, start with small sentences, and embrace mistakes as learning opportunities. Use the 3-second rule. Memorize repair phrases and practice self-correction regularly. Over time, your fluency, clarity, and natural speaking ability will grow dramatically. You are not just learning English, you are living it, using it, and owning it. Every word you speak builds confidence. Every mistake is progress, and every conversation makes you stronger. The final secret to confidence is simple. Get out of your own head. Stop worrying about your grammar, your accent, or whether your sentences are perfect. Instead, focus entirely on the other person. Listen intently. Be curious. Ask questions. Oh, that's interesting.
Can you tell me more about that?
How did that make you feel? When you genuinely focus on someone else, you forget your fear. Your goal shifts from speaking perfect English to connecting with another human being. That is the true purpose of language. Congratulations! You now have the code to confidence. You know how to speak clearly, how to be brave, and how to build real connections. We have reached the end of our 2-hour journey, but this is not the end. It is a powerful beginning. You now have the complete system. Mindset revolution. You know how to think positively, embrace mistakes, and stop fear from holding you back. Immersion bubble. Your life is filled with English, your phone, your media, your surroundings. Grammar naturally. You understand patterns and sentence chunks instead of memorizing rules. Daily practice. You speak English every day through narration, scripts, and shadowing. Confidence toolkit. You know how to speak slowly, clearly, self-correct, repair conversations, and focus on others. The only thing standing between you and fluency now is action. Knowing is not enough. You must do. To bridge the gap, here's a simple 30-day action plan. Less than an hour a day will move you forward dramatically. Morning, 15 minutes. Talk to yourself in English while getting ready. Narrate your actions. I am brushing my teeth. I am making coffee. Repeat your positive affirmations. English is easy. I am improving every day. During the day, passive listening. Listen to an English podcast or music during your commute or chores. Keep your phone in English. Absorb the language naturally. Active study, 20 minutes. Watch 20 minutes of a TV show using the subtitles ladder. Read an article, story, or book chapter in English. Shadow a short audio clip for fluency. Practice one conversation script aloud. Evening, 5 minutes. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Describe your day. What went well? What did you learn? What will you do tomorrow? That's it. Less than an hour a day. Small, consistent steps. By the end of 30 days, your listening, speaking, and confidence will grow significantly. Remember, fluency is not about perfection, it's about progress. Speak, make mistakes, practice, and connect. Your English journey starts right now, and every word you speak builds a stronger, more confident you. Just a small amount of focused effort each day will transform your English. Follow this plan consistently for 30 days, and I promise, you won't recognize your own skills. You'll be more confident, more fluent, and more motivated than ever before. Remember what I said at the beginning. English is not difficult. The only things holding you back are fear and hesitation. But now, you have the tools to conquer both. Learning English will open up a whole new world for you. It can lead to better jobs, unforgettable travel experiences, friendships with people from all over the globe, and a deeper understanding of books, movies, and cultures. Most importantly, it will give you a profound sense of confidence and independence. Never stop learning. Never give up. Some days will feel hard, but remember, you are a warrior. Just by watching this video and taking the first steps, you've already come so far. I believe in you. Now it's time to close this video and start your journey. Speak, listen, read, and think in English every single day. Mistakes don't matter. Effort does. This is the beginning of your fluency story. Go out there and start living it. You can do this. Thank you for spending this time with me. Keep learning, keep growing, and I'll see you in the next video.